So I'm just gonna draw. That's okay. You guys let me know what you want to see. Just got some personal stuff going on that I've had to take care of. Just keeping it real with you. Promised I'd go live. It was good to take the week off. Apologies I haven't been around. But things will get better. And I love you all and I hope you understand. Oh, I didn't have the mic. Sorry. I was saying it's been a rough week. And I love you all and appreciate you. And we're just gonna draw. So you guys let me know what you want to see. And I will fulfill your desires. Hello, Lynette. 2:15 a.m. Wow. Ricardo, Cybernev. I'm not sure who joined. Apologies for earlier. I didn't realize that I had set it for I think it was 12:30 my time. I didn't realize. So apologies on the delay, but we're here and we're gonna draw. All right, let's go. Out of focus. Okay, there we go. I'm not even streaming on YouTube on Instagram today. We're just gonna go for it. All right. Technically, I did make the title Sci-Fi Monday, so we can do some sci-fi themed things. That might be fun. I've been feeling like trying to do some boxy vehicles of some sort, so that could be cool. If you have any other requests, though, let me know. I'm gonna stream for about an hour. I'll give the patrons an update and channel members as to what's going on, but gerbil versus hamster brawl out. I'm glad, Lynette. Thanks for joining. It's been a minute since you've been around. All right, so straight lines, circles, you know the drill. Also, I know a few of you joined in this morning on the Adobe stream, so hopefully you're able to catch that. If not, I think you can catch a replay if you want. Just go over some painting, lighting techniques. Nothing too unfamiliar. You've been watching me for a while. Sci-fi truck, okay. Sci-fi trucks are always fun. Always a good time. Yeah, I totally forgot to move the mic when I sat down, so apologies there. Yeah, life has a funny way of throwing you curveballs sometimes. Man. Tell you what. Should be getting the new music for the channel soon as well. Supposed to get it last week, but it's taking a little bit longer. You know how those creative things go. I'm gonna turn off picture-in-picture today. But I'm here. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Anyways, I had some good food, good times. Just me and my boys. Didn't see anyone. Did a family Zoom call. So hope you're being safe and all that good stuff. I am working on a new guide on how to draw with pens. So if you haven't picked up the marker guide yet, you can find that on the website, sketchaday.com. But I also have a pen guide that I'm working on. And really these are just going to be, what would I say, condensed versions of what you'll find in a human or android face. Okay. These are going to be condensed versions of what you'd find if I were to do a full book. Maybe that's not a fair way to put it, but good information anyhow. All right, so we got some requests. I think we'll be okay here. We've got gerbil versus hamster. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I do have ohuhu markers, yes. Let's see. Okay, so humanoid or android? Like the whole body or head? Oh, face, okay. Android face. I should have named it Cyber Monday. I wasn't even thinking of that. Good idea. I could rename it. Let's see, let's rename it. Maybe everything will be robot themed. Let's call it Sketchaday Cyber Monday. It should update. If Google's worth its salt, the year is ending indeed. How do you guys feel about the year? Sci-fi truck. How do you guys feel about the year? We're just gonna have a chill time. Like I said, I've just got some stuff going on. It'll be better soon. The end. Okay. So I got 2 requests: humanoid android face, sci-fi truck. I'm gonna start with the sci-fi truck. I think I'm gonna show you a technique I've been experimenting with. If I can find my brushes. Sometimes you put things away too well. A little too well. A lightsaber. Crafty kitty. Okay, lightsaber. Like a Jedi with a lightsaber or just the lightsaber? Did you guys watch The Mandalorian on Friday? Hello, Olgap. Olga Gap. Hey, maybe it's working. We got more people joining. All right, I gotta find the right paper for this. So I don't want to waste paper. Hold on just a sec. And maybe this will work. It's a little bit thicker paper. This is a Strathmore marker paper. It's not what I typically use, but we'll see how it does. It was a different year for me. Your student was so different, but it's okay. Let's keep it real today. I feel like talking about hard things. Difficult things, I should say. So yeah. So I guess I'll say it this way. Many of you know I'm a full-time single dad. For the most part. I mean, they do see their mother from time to time. But it's looking like that may not be the case. So I'm kind of working through that personally. So yeah. All right. Sci-fi truck. Let's see. Any features on this sci-fi truck? We could do some different perspectives. Or a different perspective. Let's see. I mean, top down is fine too. But I am going to lay it out with this very light gray marker. So we kind of have a bit of an extreme perspective here. All right, maybe something like this. And then let's divide. We've got cab. And now we can start to break things up. I don't know what is the purpose of this truck. I guess I kind of got to decide that too. Thank you, Lines. Got to kind of decide that. No spoilers, Leor. Lions hasn't seen it yet. No spoilers. No spoilers. Por favor. Yeah, much love to you guys. And again, apologies for the delay and all of that. I just kind of had to deal for a minute. So we're here, and I always feel better. Oh, big wheels. Should we do the wheels like off to the side? Hey, what's up, Latrice? Thanks for joining. Could do the wheels off to the side. I mean, I don't know how big of wheels we want to do here. But yeah, I'll show you this technique I've been kind of playing with in my pen and ink guide a little bit. This thing's getting out of hand in terms of perspective, so let's see if we can rein it in, or I'm going to run out of space on the book. I'm going to have to do treads on the front, I think. Or change the size of the wheel. I'll just do treads. I'll do treads here. And then maybe this portion of the cab is a bit higher. So we can do that. Maybe something like this. Alright, just light until we get it right. Welcome to Cyber Sketch Monday. Yeah, we can do something like that. Yeah, sci-fi trucks are always fun. Good topic. Maybe I can do 6 wheels. I'll add a wheel here. Kind of comes off the back like that. You can hear me okay now, right? Just want to make sure. The keyboard code did not work. What keyboard code? I'm not sure what keyboard code you're talking about. Lior, welcome. Yeah, I like to sketch on paper. We mix it up. If this is your first time, we mix it up on the show. Sometimes I'll do paper. I've been meaning to do some digital, but today I just felt like just drawing, just going with the flow. Had a bit of a heavy day so far myself, so I'm drawing it away. That's what we're doing. So I'm gonna be using pen and also this water brush here. A touch on the quiet side, probably because I'm somber lines. Let's see, is this any better? Should be better. Yeah, should be better now. Okay. It goes on Mars. Okay. Why Mars? Like, are humans gonna be on Mars? I wonder if that'll actually happen in my lifetime. That'd be kind of cool. So it looks really light. If I lower the light here, you can kind of see what I'm doing, but I'm just basically mapping out. It's really hard with the light. So this will get better with some time. Oh, 2 better. Okay, 2 better. This should be okay now, though. This should be okay. Crafty Kitty says no. All right, if it's too loud though, let me know. I had to make some adjustments this morning when I was streaming for Adobe. Oh, now it sounds distorted? Okay. Is that better? Sound is peaking. Shouldn't be peaking now though. Okay, should be fine now, but if it's still not okay, let me know. But I did have to make some changes. Oh, wow. Everyone's like, too much. Oh, Lynette. Okay. I get it. We can't all have perfect days all the time, right? So it's all good. As long as human technological problems are solved by restarting systems, I doubt we'll get to Mars soon. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. You know, as a design student, one of my favorite inspirations for like drawing, well, besides Scott Robertson, was this guy named Feng Zhu. Have you guys ever heard of him? Art by Feng. It might be Feng or Feng. I don't know. Anyhow, super inspiring stuff. And he kind of used this technique as well. This gray marker, map things out technique. You've probably seen me use this on the show before, but I like it because it takes a lot of the pressure off up front. And when you're ready, then you can. Thank you, old gap. And then when you're ready, you can put the lines down. So now I'm going to switch to this brush pen. This is a Pentel brush pen. I hope I have enough ink in here. Should. Oh yeah, it should. So you kind of squeeze it. It's interesting. You kind of squeeze it and then the ink will come out. So I'm going to lay down a couple lines and we'll keep this a little bit more illustrated in terms of style. Just a little slower lines than you might normally see me do. A little stray brush strand here I got to pull out. Yeah, Scott Robertson is pretty awesome. Met him in person. He's a good dude. Sometimes, at least on the YouTube stream or the Instagram streams, I should say, he'll pop in I'll be like, hey, it's Scott, everyone. But I'm not doing Instagram today. I didn't want the extra tension. So it's just us, guys. It's just us. So now I'm just kind of going over here and just trying to be somewhat careful. Okay, as we draw some stuff in. I mean, we can have secondary lines, things like that on the drawing. Appreciate and special thanks and shout out to Lions, speaking of which, for being a mod on the stream today. So thank you for that. All right, so just a little lighter touch here. And then we're going to use the water brush to, same as who Spencer meant. Yes, that is the person. Feng Zhu Design. Actually has like a design school now, I think in Singapore. But the work that comes out of there is just incredible. Anyhow, it was kind of an inspiration, so I used to try and copy, not really copy, but be inspired by his stuff back in the day. So these brush pens are pretty fun to use. A little bit of information on these will be included in that pen and ink guide as well. I'm planning on putting a few tutorials step by step in there as well. So if you have gotten the marker guide, the patrons and channel members actually get access to that for free. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, make sure you do. And let me know what you think. Again, patrons and channel members get that guide. That's the marker guide and coming soon pen, and then there will be a digital resource sketching guide as well. So that's my plan for now. Hopefully gonna complete all of those by the end of the year. It's my goal, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm already feeling better. So this is why I love drawing. Drawing just like, and connecting with you too. Just, it's nice to just kind of sit and create some stuff. Super fun. It's okay, old gap. What's up, Demarian? Thanks for joining. We're doing some sci-fi stuff today. So I'm just doing, we got a request for some sort of sci-fi truck. So this is a truck that perhaps could be on another planet, say Mars. And I'm just using a pen and ink technique today. And I'll be doing a little bit of wash on this as well. So if you're used to sketching digitally, definitely worth the challenge, right? Mix it up sometime. I'm trying to remember who said that. It was Lior. I was grateful for, I think it was Lior. Let's see, I don't remember. I'm glad, Pramath. Glad to be of assistance that way. All right, so like I said, a little slower than usual, but that way I can kind of create this consistent feel as I go. So yeah, this pen's interesting because you have to like squeeze it as you draw if it starts to dry out. It's not drying out yet, but it is pretty interesting. All right. Demarian. Nice. I'll have to check out your channel. I appreciate you popping in. Do you do live streams as well? do you like to draw? I'm actually an industrial designer, product designer by trade. So I do enjoy illustrating though. Drawing, painting, all of those good things. I made a little mistake here, but I'm going to try and fix it. Because this is supposed to actually be wider. Right through there. I think I did okay. Kaneda's by... Oh, everyone keeps telling me that. Okay, maybe we'll take a look. That might be a whole stream though. Like a whole... what do you call it? A whole Akira stream. And do it in this style or maybe a similar... I need to watch that movie again. And the other movie I was going to watch again this weekend and I didn't get around to it was 300. My kids were asking, Dad, what does "This is Sparta" mean? And I was like, where did you hear that from? Anyhow, apparently there's some meme where that was being said, "This is Sparta." Anyhow, so they were asking me, what does that mean? So I showed them the trailer. I was like, you're probably a little too young for this. But secretly I was thinking, man, I need to watch this again. So good. So good. Alright, so as far as mechanicals go, one of the things you can do that's super helpful if you're trying to make something look mechanical is study mechanical things. So I used to like look at tractors quite a bit. I used to look at tractors, hydraulics, you know, electronics, things like that. And then pretty soon you get a sense for like what some parts might be. Now space is obviously different. Things tend to be a little bit cleaner. But I think you can still use that stuff as inspiration and maybe pivot and do something a little different, but related. These are not space treads. I guess space treads would be more like have some stuff in between. These are more like earth tractor treads. Some of my favorite movies are space-related sci-fi, though. I find them quite enjoyable, provocative. Oh, did you guys see that monolith in Utah? I live in Utah. I was hoping to go visit, and then I saw that the monolith disappeared. Ooh, Get Out. That's a good one, Jordan. That's a very good one. Yeah, that movie, man. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, whoa. Just whoa. Let's see. Tetsuo. Or however he says it. It's a good movie, though. My favorite, like, old animes include Akira, Ghost in the Shell, Vampire Hunter D, Ninja Scroll. I don't know if you guys have seen those. I tried getting into Cowboy Bebop back in the day, but I didn't really quite get into it. Alright, so I'm almost ready to start. I mean, I should have been doing it all along, but we'll see how it does here. By it, I mean using my water pen. So you can actually take this water pen and like brush the ink and get grays. Do you see that? So I can kind of brush this now. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, it's kind of working over here. You can brush, get some gray, or put the water down first. Add some black. And then brush. There's an illustrator named Karl Kapinski, and he does this with both hands. So he'll take like a little bit of black, a little bit of water, and just kind of keep working it. You know, something like this right here, for example. Now, I'm not ambidextrous, so this is going to be rough. But that's kind of how he does it. So you can check him out. But I kind of love the style. It's very much a mix of, you know, this painterly kind of style. And I think you have to use like a paper that's heavy enough to hold up. So this is a Kuretake water pen, is what this is. I got it for watercolor art on the go. But you can use it with these inks to then get those in-between tones, right? So I can do something like that. I can already feel this paper starting to move a little bit, so I don't want to overdo it right now. Let's give that a chance to rest up. Rest up, bless up. I have not read I Am Robot, but I've seen the movie. I should listen to it though. I don't read books so much as I listen, just because time, and I like to multitask where possible. So that's just how I am. Yeah, it's starting to bubble a little bit, but it's all right. I'll go a little bit easier on this water stuff. Yeah, I guess I need to read more. Time is hard, of course. You're writing boss on some glasses with a paint pen, says Lynette. Appreciate you guys hanging out again. Means a lot. Life's going to get very interesting for me, so your support means a lot. I'll just say that right now. So thank you. But yeah, this year's been interesting. I mean, we've been streaming. I've been streaming for a while now. Yeah, I'm not good at this ambidextrous thing. I've been streaming for a while now. Lots of stuff's happened. Remember that day when I had to end the stream because of a fire? That was fun. My neighbor's house burned down. I mean, it wasn't fun that their house burned down, but I did have to end the stream because fire was happening, which was crazy. Absolutely wild. So yeah, if you're using a pen like this, you can get those halftones. And I like, no one taught me how to do this. I want to point that out. So maybe that's why it's not as good, but I just want to point out that a lot of times you can watch what people do, and then if you're willing to try, you can figure out ways to do it for yourself. All right. So there we go. We've got some watercolor markers. I should try that. So there we've got some halftones in play right through there. Yeah, I'm not good with my left hand, that much I can definitively say. Not good with the left hand. But I've never been ambidextrous. Are any of you guys ambidextrous? Do you two-hand your markers while you're drawing with them? All right, let's add some little details here. Maybe a little grip of some sort. That text, communication stuff. Maybe some cables. We'll see. And I think next we had someone requested an Android head of some sort, so we'll do that. Oh wow, Isaac, you can use both your hands. That's crazy. Um, the most I can do right now is what I'm doing right here, and it's not much. But this is the most two-handed I will get. I'll have to try the watercolor marker thing with the water pen. Is it easy to wake up the pigment after it goes down? I'm curious. Also, Tom, if you're watching, I'm also curious. Are you still watching? Let me know. Check in. I'm curious how your YouTube channel's going. You're still doing that? Got Lynette joining us for the first time in a while. Mo Army. Whenever people disappear and don't tell me, I'm like, man, did the Rona get them? I'm glad you're okay, though. A few people have disappeared. I'm like, ugh, what's going on? By disappear, I just mean, you know, there's always regulars. And then sometimes they go poof. So. All right. So now I guess I'll do just some stuff on this glass. Like so, maybe get some of this separation in. I can here make some of this gray. Just where we have our shadows. Alright, it's driving me crazy. I just wanted to get a little bit of a gray wash on this far side. Oh wow, Isaac's only 13. Holy cow. Well, if you're drawing right now and you keep practicing, you're gonna do great. I started I would say seriously drawing when I was around 18. So you're well on your way. Well on your way. So you can't wait too long, I found, with the ink, but totally works. If you're just trying to add some tone here, just get the ink down, dilute it, and you can kind of put it where you want it to go. I probably just need practice. The left-handed thing isn't so bad. It's probably just a matter of practice. All right, so there's my sci-fi truck. All right. Where'd my lid go? 2 hands. That's right, Jacqueline. Where do I get the inspiration to do a piece of art every day? A lot of times it's from you guys. You guys requested a sci-fi truck here. And if I were gonna add some text or something, I would probably just take one of these like microns that I have here. Is that what they're called? Yeah, these microns. These were provided by Sakura. So you can kind of come in, and if you do want to add some other stuff, we can do that through here, whether it's little bits of hatching texture, whatever we want to do. We can certainly add that in. Thanks for joining on Sketchaday Live. We do this, at least this week. Should be daily. Apologies again for the late start, but life happens. Life happens. Alright, I really should stop. I mean, there's more I could do to this, but I'm just saying. For the sake of time, 37 minutes in, I really should stop. You're welcome, old Gap. I'm glad that helped you out. So there's our first sketch. So next, someone wanted a robot head. Or android head. So I'm going to do on the same paper, we'll do similar technique. Should I use a pencil and freak everyone out? Because I never use pencil, that's the joke. I think I will. Let's use a pencil. Man, I was totally off center here. Apologies. Here we go. Be a little better. Full body is fine. Wish you'll be drawing along. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full body. We'll just do the head. We'll just do the head because I have an idea. It's inspired by something else I saw, and I wish I could remember the reference right now, but I can't. So android head. Essentially, I'm just thinking of the lips here, some sort of triangle for the cheeks. We're gonna have some sort of nose. I mean, if it is indeed an android. That's looking too much off the page. I want it to be a little bit more centered. So let's try this again. And yeah, I never usually use pencils and erasers, but I got these from Lynette says gasp. I got these from a manufacturer, and I'm not under obligation to like test them out or anything. I just thought it'd be fun to do this today. All right, so some sort of eye, and gotta think of a design for the nose. So the pencil really is just more or less a guide here, akin to doing gray marker. All right, so don't get too excited. These always end up looking like Iron Man 2. And I don't mean Iron Man 2 as in Iron Man 2, but you know, Iron Man the movie. Or the character, I should say. Alright. So we gotta figure out the mouth here as well and what's happening. I want there to be a little something. Okay, so what I was talking about is, as far as inspiration, we're going to kind of open this up. All right, if I were to draw an arrow here, have like some bit of exposure. All right, maybe there's some mini piston or whatever fixed to the top, so we can see inside, and maybe this side panel here on the head is pushed off as well. I don't know. We can kind of play around with it. Keep it scribbly, or maybe I'll leave it on. We'll see. Electric Boogaloo. Crafty Kitty says, "Thank goodness you used a pencil here." You're welcome. I mean, should I make the eyes circular? It's not, so you may notice that even as I'm sketching with the pencil, maybe you notice, maybe not, but even, I really need to move this light. Even as I'm sketching with the pencil, that's interesting. Okay, I definitely need to figure out a better place for this light in my studio. I will. I'm trying to translate that confidence with the pencil into whatever it is I'm doing. right? So, or not the confidence with pencil, confidence with pen into whatever I'm doing. So it's not so much about, you know, being able to lightly scratch in a line like that, but just overall kind of sketch whatever I want. Okay, so you did say an android though, not like, and if it's an android, then maybe it has human-like features, like an ear, for example. But then this is a panel that could come off. Maybe this part of the face has some like covering on it. I don't know. Ghost in the Shell is pretty cool if you've never seen that. Are those technically androids? Cyborgs, androids, whatever they are. So maybe it's not the, you know, definition of the nose so much as there's a shape here. But even as you're designing stuff, you can like figure out patterns. So maybe there's a distinct shape around the mouth here, but we'll shade it in so that it feels better. Hello, Mecha. Someone requested an android of sorts, so that's kind of what we're doing. I think let's see. Yeah, let's have this side panel kind of projecting out, and this is like an ear right here. So I'll sketch that in, and then you could also take like a part of the face here. Right, maybe this is also projecting out or something. But yeah, I like this idea that these shapes, the interplay of these shapes is creating the gesture of, you know, lips, more so than it actually being a lip, if that makes sense. So we can do something like that. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this with like the breakouts here. I think this kind of works for me anyways. Maybe it doesn't work for you, but works for me. All right, so if I were doing a pencil sketch, it would probably be something like this. What eraser am I using? This is called the Sumo Grip by Sakura. The Sumo Grip. All right, as far as eyes go, I mean, we could put irises in, but I think I'm gonna leave these blank. And some of these areas I will do a little bit of erasing. So again, if you build the practice of drawing with pen, then that confidence translates, I think, to drawing with pencil, right? So you want to be able to basically take what you do, and translate that. All right, so maybe there is a piece coming off there, and to make this more of a composition, I'm gonna just throw an arrow in, because this extra space is kind of bugging me. This will all be shaded in here. Just anticipating doing that. Battle Angel Elite. I haven't checked that out. Is it that's the live action one, or do you mean it's live action with like tons of CG, right? I'm pretty sure. Man, thanks so much for being here, for real. Like I said, it's kind of been a rough day. So I just felt like drawing, and here you are. Just keeping it simple on this sci-fi Monday. It's kind of a weird ear. But on this sci-fi Monday, maybe there's little hair follicles or something. I wish I didn't put that line in, but it's all right. It's okay. So now I'm just putting down part lines. And again, I don't want the nose to be necessarily like having nostrils, but rather playing with the overall shape here of these intersecting lines to then create the appearance of a mouth, if that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna leave those eyes blank. And then on the inside, you know, you get to decide what you want to show. Like, is there some optical thing here, or brain circuitry of some sort that we want to show? Right, this is some sort of side axis panel, so helpful to think about what's actually happening. Maybe it's cables, maybe, whatever the case may be. And then here we kind of have the same thing happening. I'm just trying to mirror this line and then come in now. Heavier line on the edge, okay, and then secondary line here just to back it up. Back that thing up. I'm like manually focusing this lens because I still can't figure out how to get it to autofocus. By the way, I know that was a problem last time, so have I put up the Christmas tree? I have put up the Christmas tree. Handsome Squidward. I have put up the Christmas tree. My Christmas tree is very simple. And there's no way for me to show it to you right now, but maybe I can find it. I don't think they actually even sell them anymore. Oh yeah, they do. Should get some more actually. Oh no, this is different, but my tree is a lot like it. Let's see if I can find the correct one here. Okay, so they don't make my tree anymore, but my tree is, oh, it's not gonna let me paste that. If you just go to West Elm and look up tree, it's one of the white trees that they have there. Looks like a handsome Squidward. Probably because this looks like a chin, but it's not a chin. I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying. So yeah, a nose without it being a nose because it's an Android. And then we can do like cool part lines where it makes sense. Maybe something like that. Doesn't have to be symmetrical either. Alright, so shade, shade, shade. Should probably have some very thin lines coming down here. Reminds me of Vision a little bit. Maybe too much, but... Alright, so on the inside now, I think I'm going to wash this, and then on the inside, we'll draw some like circuitry and whatnot. But yeah, I like having this part line like almost define the face. Personally, you don't have to like it. Ooh, Raditz. Isn't Raditz from that's from Dragon Ball Z, right? He's the character from Dragon Ball Z. Looks like Kareem Rashid. I can see that. All right, back to the water pen. How are we doing? We got some water in here. And I'm trying to decide what to do with the head. Like, should the whole thing be missing? Maybe not. I kind of wanted this to feel like... Actually, let's just go for it. There's some weird suction thing that's like connected to this piece. Let's just go for it. Some weird fleshy underside here. Okay, I've got to go do some kid stuff in about 30 minutes. So that's my just 30-minute heads up for you. All right, so this piece, right, would be connected right there. Maybe it comes... I mean, if I want to do like translucency and stuff, I could probably figure out a way to do that. But I'm just going to start washing and throwing in some shade where we need it. Hopefully this has been somewhat informative and entertaining for you. I know it's a little different than maybe what I typically would do, but I suppose sometimes different is good. All right, so like I mentioned before, you can kind of take these ink brushes, a little bit of water, right? If you work quickly enough, use both hands, you can get a nice little wash texture here that you can use. All right, so back here, maybe I want it to be super dark because I want some more contrast. And then you can, now that we have that tone, just on the temple here, okay, and on the brow, you can add some more line work as well. So we'll try and get some good contrast in here, using all the principles I kind of teach and talk to you guys about. If you've been watching me for some time anyways. I don't know why I said that with a southern accent. Apologies to anyone from the south. All right, so maybe there's a bit of, you know, some robotic thing under here. I kind of wish I could zoom in. I need like a loop. You guys know what a loop is? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Anyway, I wish I had a loop and I could like zoom in and do some stuff here. Thanks, Lions. I really shouldn't cover up that line. So I'm gonna have to split this bit of shading I'm doing here. Because I want this art line to show through. Maybe I can texture that. We can texture some of these areas as well. Dark brown eyes. I don't know if I want to do anything in the eyes. I might just leave them as is. But thank you for the suggestion. Okay, next stream, I promise, I will do... In fact, I better write it down. But you can also call me out on it. The bike from Akira. I don't even know whose bike it is because I'm terrible with... Is it Kaneda's bike? I'm terrible with names. Especially movies. I'm just so freaking terrible with names. Names of characters, places, things. I'm just terrible. Maybe this android has little hairs. Or is that too gross? How do you correct ink? I saw with pencil, you get to erase, but with ink you work with your mistakes, Jacoman. That's kind of what you have to learn. I talk a little bit about that in my ink guide that's going to be coming out. But you kind of learn to work with those mistakes as you go. It's one of the, I guess, techniques or things you just have to learn and accept when it comes to ink. So and then don't be afraid of contrast where you need it. Do want to do some more washy wash over here. You know, think about your light source. So I'm thinking kind of top to the right, which is typically what I do. Maybe there's some cables connecting to, you know, pieces on the inside here. Who knows what's inside this marvelous android. So let's give this a wash. Maybe a little bit darker down here. Oh yeah, Silver Surfer, I get that. I can totally see that. I used to get mad when people were like, I don't mean recently. I mean like a long time ago in school and stuff. And someone will be like, "Oh, that looks like this or that." Now, to me, it's a compliment. It's like, "Oh, thank you." It's a compliment. Sorry about the sniffles. All right, I'm just gonna create a texture with the brush here to transition from the black kind of up here. You see that? It's a little textural transition. This is probably one of the weirdest sketches I've done. Besides the gerbil stuff. This is probably one of the weirder ones I've done live on the show. But always fun. Zoom out just a little bit for you here. Is that in focus? Yeah, looks good enough. SNES Pilot Wings. Okay, I'll have to listen after the stream. I think I'll get copyright strike if I do any like real music live, so I gotta be careful. Pilot Wings. I'll have to check it out. All right, I'm gonna switch to this Micron pen just for some additional detail work, touch-ups, fixing lines. Maybe just create a texture here on top. Thanks again to the patrons and channel members. Had a few of you come through at this time of giving thanks in the United States anyways. Much appreciated, much respected. It means more than you think. So I appreciate the help collectively, individually. Even saying hello means a lot. All right, so thank you. Do I get better by drawing every day? Yes, I did. I think you have to, I've thought about this before. I think it's important to practice the right things, but at the same time, like, practice, I think no matter what, will help you. At least that's the way I see it. I've certainly gotten better over the last year, I feel like. You guys can agree or disagree with me, but I know when I started, I was coming out of working professionally and like drawing on whiteboards every day, which is a little bit different than like basically creating illustrations every day. So it took me some time, but I feel like I'm getting better and I'm looking forward to next year. I have some challenges I'm going to take on. In terms of creativity, I mean, not like life stuff or anything like that, but yeah, the more you draw, the better you get, hands down. So that's for sure. Maybe the eyes are blank, so you can put whatever you want into the eyes. The eyes of the android are upon you. Did you guys ever watch Walker, Texas Ranger growing up? Or am I just giving away my age here? Do you remember MacGyver? Dee-dee-doo, dee-dee-doo, And Airwolf. I forgot the Airwolf song though, but that was a good one for sure. All right, just a little extra edge here. It's almost like a little bit of a light catching edge. You can learn a lot by looking at, I think, comic book inking, how that's done, how they handle transitions, shading. MacGyver and his trusty. Is it a gerbil or gerbil? Is it a hard G or soft G? Is it like George or is it like gum? How does one pronounce Gerbil? Gerbil. I'll be back on Adobe Live tomorrow morning, I should mention, so I'll share that link with you if you guys want to join in, say hi. Had Latrice there this morning, a few other peeps, so it's nice to see some, and Felix, and I think, who else was there? There was someone else that I recognized anyways. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this link. That'll be part 2. Gerbil, the way you pronounce GIF. Oh, GIF. GIF or GIF? It's actually pronounced GIF, so yes. Gerbil. Okay, got it. I know it drives some people crazy though. It's an animated GIF. Like, no, it's a GIF. The creator himself says it's a GIF. I feel like I'm hearing extra sounds in my house and I don't know where they're coming from. I know my kids didn't. Oh, it sounds like a delivery or something. Alright, I don't want to overdo this, so I think there was a question. How do you know when enough's enough? You just kind of have to take a look at it, I think, and decide what you're trying to communicate, and if those areas that you've identified communicate well, then you're good to go. I think that's how I would look at it. But again, thanks to, they're not sponsoring the stream or anything, but they did give me the materials, Strathmore, for the paper. Maybe I'll put this one in my inking guide too. 2 birds with 1 stone. Efficiency. Why is my chat not working? It's actually pronounced if. The G is silent. The G is silent. I love that. Can't believe you watched me do this from scratch. Just practice. It's just practice. I haven't drawn today. Like I said, it was kind of a rough day. And so I had a slight delay this morning. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do it for the fans. But I'm glad I did. I actually feel better. So all jokes aside. All jokes aside. Was anyone lucky enough to get a PS5, by the way? Or Xbox, if that's your thing? I am curious. Were you lucky enough? I was trying to get one for my kids, but it doesn't look like that's gonna be a thing. It's gonna happen for me, because as soon as they come in, they just go. Just like near impossible. The G sounds like a J. Gerbil. Okay, good to know. We have it officially from Mecha Art himself. Did you get your sketches, by the way, Mecha? I'm curious. Let me know. All right. I think that is enough. But I just want to show a little bit of a return right there on the facial geometry, and I think I'm good. But there we go. I have a PS3 and PS4. I have both. I know, Latrice, but you know these kids, they want the latest and greatest. Have I made John Wick? I haven't, but that would be a fun sketch. Just like a portrait of John Wick or something. That'd be fun. For show. Alright, I think after this series of strokes, I'm done. I'm just trying to create a nice little return here in terms of contrast, so it feels like the bottom of some nose, right? There. Done. G is in Georgia. Georgia. Do, 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 do. Oh, whole life's through. I do want to make the windows on this guy, and maybe a little bit on the eyes here. Just a little bit, yeah. So the brush tip here of the pen is actually retaining a little bit of the pigment. Pigment sounds like some unfortunate portion of an animal that was left behind after a tragic incident. The pigment. Did you take care of the pigment, sir? I'm working on it. Singing reveal. I do sing a little bit. That I do. Good memory. All right, I'm not gonna mess with this anymore. I'm like hesitating and trying to think of things to add, and that's usually when I like mess up. So just call it good. Keep it simple. All right, so here's our 2 sketches today. I'm gonna scan and upload these to the Google Drive for patrons and channel members. Thanks again for watching and being here. Always a pleasure. So we have our sci-fi truck. Pigment remnant. The pig remnants. That could be part of like a story. Where did I get these songs? They were purchased non-copyright. Hey Tom, I was asking earlier how your YouTube channel is going. We're just about to wrap up here. Actually, we are kind of wrapped up. So did this weird dude head and then also this kind of armored carrier. Oh, I didn't do the rocks. I'd kind of sketched in some rocks here for context, so let's go ahead and do those. And then we're good. I'll give Tom a little bit of time to catch up, perhaps. Let's go ahead and sketch these in. And how about we work the signature into a rock? way it's there, but you can't. I mean, you can tell, but it's not as obvious. Couple stipples here and there. The guy from... Oh, yeah, it does look like the guy from Prometheus. Yes, that's a good comparison. Maybe that was subconscious. I don't know. Maybe. You never know. All right. Okay, guys, I've got to wrap this up. So thanks again for being here. Shout out to Lines for holding it down. As always, I really do appreciate it, Lines. I hope you know that. Show Lines some love. If you can, however you can. And I mean, when I say Lines, I mean user Lines. Hello, Deadly Place. Join me next time. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you, Tom. Had a rough day, but we'll chat about it on Patreon. Or not Patreon, but the Discord. Okay, so we did our sci-fi truck here. This front glass is bugging me. And then for real, I'm done. But we did our sci-fi truck, and we did a little android dude. I know it wasn't like the usual, 7 sketches or whatever, but I had fun, and hopefully you did too. Okay. Thank you, Jacquemin. And there's our weird android thing. So thanks for joining and hanging. Appreciate the likes, the support, the attention, the rapport. I'm gonna keep rhyming. Just kidding, I'm not gonna keep rhyming. Whew. Anyhow, love you all. Again, apologies for the delay, and I'll be back tomorrow at some point, probably in the afternoon around the same time, because I have another fully stacked today. I'll be on Adobe Live in the morning, though, if you want to catch some digital sketching using Adobe Fresco. We're just going to be doing some painting, Bob Ross style. Then I've got to teach, and then I'll come online and say hey. All right, much love to you. Take care. Like I always say, passion is the process. Keep it up. Share the love. Spread the information. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.